Boy, was I lit last night. In 3 ways more than one. Lit. 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 Wanted to hit you up with something real quick for your consideration. A little more intelligible, a little less sweary today. Let's hit that real quick. So I was just watching this video. There's a link in the description below. Highly recommend you go watch it. It's a very interesting concept. We all kind of knew when we watched that movie what they were doing, but the guy lays it out really well. Highly recommend the video. You gotta go watch that. Really important. It talks about building the antagonist as a force to be reckoned with, something to be feared. It gets you emotionally invested early on in the movie in, oh God, the antagonist. And it helps you identify with the protagonist. And we all knew in John Wick that they were building him up the same way. It's you know, I don't know. Anyway, according to him in the video, they built John Wick as the protagonist up the same way they build up antagonists in other films. And that's really important. It's really important because we live in a world today where things are so blurred, you know? They are intentionally obfuscating our language so that we can't argue, we can't fight. It's too much thought in it, and there's no automatic yeah, but there's nothing back at it, you know. Mosquitoes are crazy this year, guys. Oh my God. It's like Black Lives Matter. They do. They do. Unequivocally. There's no caveats. There's no nothing. Yes. They do. But then you say, well, yeah, all lives matter. We don't want to see anybody die. No, that's racist. What? Now you're the antagonist, right? You're not. You're just, you know, you're as protagonist as it gets. You're like, everybody matters. I care about everybody. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. You know? I want to see bad guys get hurt. We all want to see the bad guy get hurt. Talks about it in the video. You gotta watch that video. If you didn't watch that video already, I don't know what's wrong with you. Come on. I don't bring this stuff to you for no reason. Anyway, the whole thing is they talk about a moral justification, and he doesn't focus on this in that video, but I'm going to focus on this because I have a one-track mind. He talks about a moral justification versus an emotional justification. It's easy to get emotional about saving the cat. Again, if you didn't watch that video when I told you go watch that video, some of this isn't going to make sense. But anyway, it's easy to get emotional about that cat. It's easy to get people emotionally invested in that cat or the puppy in John Wick, right? Who doesn't love a puppy? You might not like dogs, but you love puppies. Come on, we all do, right? Anyway, the moral justification, what's right, what's wrong, whatever your belief structure is, right? There's a structure to it. Emotion is a whole other thing, and this is how an entire segment of our population, wait, that's my left, an entire segment of our population justifies and bases everything in emotion. because it's flexible. It can be pushed. It's malleable, right? So yeah, the whole moral justification versus emotional justification. Morality is structured, right? We don't let our emotions get the best of us in the interest of morality. Morality is strong. It's a rigid system, right? It's like soft magic versus hard magic, if you're into that kind of stuff. Emotional, just killed a mozzie mid-coitus. That was kind of gross. An emotional belief structure, or an emotional, not so structure to it, but emotional can be driven by, you can get emotional about your moral structure, right? But it can also tear down your moral structure if you get too out of balance with it. So the thing is, he talks in the video about you get emotionally invested and you make emotional judgments versus like the MCU movies where it's all moral, right? Captain America, totally moral. Like, oh, this is our set values. Emotional, you just get emotional. The problem is, and this is where I get worried. You are pushing so hard towards an emotional belief system, the pendulum swings back the other way. If it gets so heavy into a moral belief system and it becomes authoritarian, and honestly, authoritarianism in any emotional or moral, authoritarianism becomes bad, right? It's kind of the whole being told what to do. That's why I get so upset about the masks. You don't understand why you're wearing a mask. You really don't. But you've been pushed emotionally. I hope you went and watched the video that I put in the description below. It's really important to the comments I'm making here. If you're just wearing the mask because you got emotional about it, you don't understand what's really going on. You know, that's why I get so upset about it. You don't get it. You're just being an emotional little punk, you know. Morally, you have a duty and an obligation to look out for your fellow man. Am I my brother's keeper? Come on, guys. That's a direct quote from one of my videos. It's a quote of me, by me. Am I my brother's keeper? Yeah. I have a duty and a responsibility to look out for my fellow man, to take action where I can, to look out for the people around me. I really do. And so do you. Morally, that's the right thing to do, right? Very few moral systems that don't, you know, unless you're a Sith. What's best for me? Right? There's a whole bunch of other videos I could reference you to, but I'm not going to. But the one video that I put in the description below, you need to go watch that if you didn't go watch it already. Anyway, the thing is morally, yeah, I do have a responsibility to look out for my fellow man. But morality, really hope this mic picked that up. Morality is a structured thing, and jumping right out of structure, you're ignoring the actual numbers of what's going on, and you're following the emotion. Oh, gotta look out for my fellow man. Right? We can't be driven by our emotions. It's okay to let your emotions fuel the fire, but there has to be a logical structure behind your morality, and your morality should drive you. And I said in the Who Are You video, we are what we consistently do. And yes, you should look after your fellow man and you should do the right thing. But you should only do the right thing so far as you can. Who is John Galt? I am. My existence is not centered around your well-being. But my existence cannot be completely and totally about my well-being either. We have to have a balance, and we need a balance, and you've got to strike a balance. So go watch that thing, understand that people can change. You can understand new things. And a man who is compulsorily, I can't even say it right, evil and wicked and violent and horrific, even he came to understand, I don't have to do this. I don't have to be this. I can come out of this. And in his case, it was a woman. That's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. You know? Well, actually, not likely. You show me a greater motivating factor for men than women, I'll be impressed. But the thing is, even somebody who is that wicked and evil and horrible and feared, and rightfully so, even he can come around and go, there's a better way. We can all change. We can all become better. We can all learn new things, no matter how hard it seems to be. And Miss Kitty, she went straight back after that. The thing is don't be driven by your emotions, but don't be so locked in rigid with your belief structure, your morality, that you don't allow for new understandings. I guess that's the point of this. That's where I'm going. I cannot believe. Can you see all that? Well, the other damage from the heat burns. Look at that's mosquitoes, guys. Oh my God, it's horrible this year. Anyway, I really miss sitting outside. This is the first nice day we've had in a while. It was only like 91 degrees at the peak. It's not even that now. I really miss being outside. And the mosquito and vector control districts are a couple of my customers. They're people that I deal with. They're people that I help keep their equipment running. I've even heard from them. These mosquitoes are chemical resistant. They're freaking horrible. And they can't be stopped for some reason. So, I don't know. I guess all you BLM people, devout socialists, you commie bastards, I'm out here sharing my diseases, whatever I have, with the neighborhood. For all the rest of us, I don't know. I don't see how this can help, but Miss Kitty, we can't let our moral structures rigidly rule us to the point where we don't learn new things, where we don't expand our minds and grow our horizons. We can't let our emotions run away with us. If you're so open-minded that your brains fall out, that's bad, man. That's really bad. So anyway, I don't know, just a bunch of shit I thought I should say. You just seriously, if you didn't go watch the video I put in the link below, it's long, it's boring. I know the attention span average now is like 15 seconds. And I know that's why my audience retention rate is like, good God, it's just getting worse. It's like 10%. I think in longer segments than the average soundbite. And these videos are me sharing my thoughts. Excuse me. So there's where we're at. You guys have a good one wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, however things are going for you. Man, I hope they're going well. Take the damn mask off, man. Not out of an emotional rage. Take it off because read the numbers, you know. Like I said in the last night's video, and it's probably something easily skipped over. You know, I told Gabe, the CDC website says you don't need to wear the mask. He's like, no, I don't believe that. I'm going to go look it up. And he did. He went and looked it up. And this is where the moral structure kicks in. Facts and reality versus how I feel. Gabe went and looked it up, and he's reading it out loud to me. And it's exactly what I just told him, word for word almost. Why? Because I'm so smart? No, I read it on the thing. I read it on the thing. Dead serious, man. So should you. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up for yourself. You need to wear the mask. You don't need to wear the mask. And you don't need a vaccine for this. It's not that bad. So anyway. Oh, I killed one. I killed another one. I'm gonna have a hell of a time tonight. How you like the new glasses? No black paint on them. The black paint chips off. They've discontinued the Carreras. I'm really sad about that. You see how I had to bend them because my head's misshapen. Do you realize that most of beauty or perceived beauty or attractiveness has to do with symmetry? Dead serious. There's no link in the description below for that, but you should go you should go watch the link below in the description on the John Wick thing and understand, you know, how they manipulate your emotions in those movies and why you get so into that, and understand that the same entertainment that you're consuming when you watch movies is the same entertainment that you're consuming when you watch politics or pro wrestling. It's all staged. It's all to keep you busy, entertained, invested. Our current president in America went on to pro wrestling and beat down the CEO of the World Wrestling, whatever they were calling it at the time. It's all to keep you invested. It's all to keep you locked in. Which side are you on? You're on the side that wins. By design. Because it always wins. Guys, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Boo! It's almost Friday, baby. Take care. Catch you later.